Morning, everybody. Thursday. Forget the day. I think it's the 27th. I don't remember. Got up early this morning, and because I stopped doing the push-ups, I ended up strapping on my my Osprey pack, hydration pack, 18 liter, and went out for a run this morning. So I decided to go out and just venture out. It was still dark, and I started to just there's a couple of routes that I run from home. There's a 3-mile loop, which is technically up to the grocery store and back, and then the other one, which is an 8-mile loop, and that takes me all the way down to the other main road and then back. And it has instead of the 3-mile loop has a pretty big hill to go up, and then you run down it, and you can sort of improve your time on that. But with the 8-mile loop, there's a couple of big hills and a couple of, kind of rolling hills, but it's pretty balanced, so it's a good challenge. So I did 8 miles this morning, knocked it out. I was done by 6. I'm definitely feeling it right now. I feel like, I just put in like a long, hard day physically at work, and I'm ready to go home, but I'm actually on my way to work now, so it's going to be interesting. But my Fitbit steps are, I'll be hitting over 30 today. Might even hit 40, who knows. But I did it to help a friend out. His goal in life has been just to kind of get back into shape, and he's allowed himself to just get out of control. And he recently had gastric bypass surgery, and he wants to, kind of use this loss and, his body, a lot lighter body, to do more things that he's always wanted to do. So he's been hiking more, he's been exercising more, and, the pounds have just been shed. He looks completely different. It looks good. And I know that, after you have a surgery like that there will be, the skin, which is an unfortunate part of extreme weight loss, but at the same time, it should be an incentive, I think, to not allow yourself to get to that point. I'm one of the people that, I don't believe that weight gain or larger people is genetic. I think that part of the problem with it being people saying that it's genetic is because you live in a house full of unhealthy people, and all they do is cook unhealthy foods, and so the kid is predisposed to eating unhealthy foods. Of course they're going to be big, but every kid's born small. Everyone has a choice, and I just think that having parents that make poor decisions health-wise is an influence on the kids, and the kids end up basing their life decisions and their food choices and exercise, whether to do it or not, based on their parents. And I think that is what people claim is genetic. I don't believe that it is. I don't believe that DNA has anything to do with it. I think that people make choices, and they get to where they are in life based upon their decisions. And I think everyone should own up and take full accountability for the choices that they make. Me, I was 240 pounds. That has nothing. I have no one else to blame besides me for making poor dietary choices, choosing not to exercise, and just being overall an unhealthy person. And I will never go back to that. That was a scary time for me. When a doctor comes up to you and wants to start testing you for diabetes and you're like 26, 27, it's a scary thing. And so I did not want to have to deal with that, and so I just pushed myself. I lost all this weight, and I'm going to keep it off. So anyway, back to my friend. He's lost a lot of weight, and he wants to start working out again. So I told him that I would help work out with him a few times and kind of set up, get him acclimated to some of the gym equipment and how to gauge, how much you should be lifting, starting off, reps, repetitions, the proper, techniques and all that. So I'm not much of a weightlifter, a gym rat like people are. I do a lot of physical activity. So I run a lot, I hike a lot, I do a lot of just weight-based training, resistance bands, things like that. I don't do a lot of the heavy bulking stuff that people do. But what I can do is kind of give them just a basic overview of how to use things and how to write it down and to track it and to track his progress along. So I'll be working with him today during lunch. I told him that I would give him, a couple of days to kind of get things worked out for him. And I told him that the only way I would be able to do it is I wouldn't be able to meet him up after work. It'd have to be during lunch. And so during lunch, that means that I have to get my workout done, my lunchtime workout done before work. So since I did that today, I got my 8 mile run in. I'm not going to work out during lunch, and so I would be more than happy to go over there and help him. So the thing about the fitness is I like seeing people start to take their health seriously and to push themselves to the point of making better decisions, and just understanding that a lot of the bad decisions that they used to make had consequences, and that they now see that those decisions cannot be made anymore if they want to continue to improve their health. So that means getting rid of the sodas, that means getting rid of the heavy foods, all those empty calories. A lot of cultures like Filipino and Chamorro, they have, they love to eat. Filipinos have a lot of salt in their foods. So it's just making the adjustments dietary wise and making improvements on workouts and focusing on certain areas to improve overall health. And so that's what I'm going to help him out with. I'm more than happy to do that because I like seeing people's lives change and seeing people start taking on these new personas and growing with it. It's a great thing to see somebody realize that, hey, I can do this, and then they run with it and they go with it and they succeed. And that's a great thing to see, because I think it pushes other people to do it as well. It's contagious. It's like negativity and just negativity in a specific area. When somebody walks in with a bad attitude, it's contagious. But the same thing is good for, when you work in an office and one guy's really healthy, he's always working out, eating healthy. Everyone else kind of in the office, they kind of start thinking about it and consider taking on those life changes and, thinking that they could do it too. And then pretty soon the whole office is doing it. That would be the ultimate, the end result, but it does happen. So I think that this is a good thing. I think it's a wildfire. He's going to start making better decisions. Other people are going to see that they're going to start making better decisions. Everything's connected. Good behavior with positive results spreads like wildfire. So that's what I'm hoping to do. So anyway, I do have a training today. So I'll be getting a little bit more walking around in for sure. And I just bought the America the Beautiful Pass. So I'm thinking there's a couple of hikes that I want to do this Sunday. And one of them is Spray Park up in Rainier. So I'm going to kind of look into that one to see what I can do with that one. Is it going to be possible to finish within a couple of hours? If not, and I just want to get out and get on a hike just for the sake of getting on a hike and getting a good workout in, I might just do Mailbox up in Snoqualmie and North Bend area. Oh, anyway, you guys have a great Thursday. It's a little overcast today. It's going to be heating up a little later, but this weekend looks like it's going to shape up to be pretty good. So I'm looking forward to it. Glad I got my workout done. I'm tired already. I got a blister on my right foot, but hey, it came from after putting a lot of work and hard effort in this morning, and I'm proud of myself, and that's what I'm going to do today. So you guys have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.